Okay, so also I saw this on TikTok, and I just wanna comment on it just because I think I think my perspective is a little bit misunderstood. So I just want to clarify. I posted what's her face's video about like it was like I don't even think it was criticizing the stay at home girlfriend. I think it was more like shining light on what it is. And so I just want to put this in my own words. The stay at home girlfriend is like, it's not just like a trope. Like, there are women, like, lots of women do this where they just simply get into relationships so that they don't have to work. Like, the whole point is like, okay, male, I'm giving you sex and I sometimes like clean or cook or something, and then you go to work and then I stay in the apartment. And that is the situation. That's actually the situation of like basically so many people. Like, that is like the American situation. It's not just the American situation, it's like kind of the global norm. And then there's like a small percentage. It's not like that small because I think with the internet and you just see all these people, everybody has like a blog and it feels like everyone's doing it. Everyone isn't doing it. First of all, like a lot of people still live at home with their parents and they are like literally just creating content to try to make you think that they don't live at home with their parents. And the reality is they live at home with their parents. So, to a lot of these bloggers that you're following, I think you need to clarify some shit and be like, excuse me, ma'am, do you have a job? Where do you live? Like, what is your actual occupation? And if they're like, oh, I just make YouTube videos, be like, show me the monetization receipts. Okay. Show me the brand sponsorships. If that is not the case, they're lying and scheming and don't believe the hype. Like, these people are living at home. Anyway, so let's go back though to the stay at home girlfriend sort of trope thing. Um if black dudes would act right, then there could be stay at home black girlfriends, but that's just not like I don't think as a black girl you should even pay attention to that narrative. That's why I shared the video of the girl being critical of it because race is just so important. Like for white women, it's very different. And I will say this for some white women, it's very different because there are white women who, when they're 18 years old, there's like and it's not just like a few. That's the thing where I feel like some of you guys are so confused. Like, you have literally never seen middle class or upper middle class communities, but there's like in the upper middle class, like this happens for like 90% of girls. Like, they all literally get in relationships at like 18 and then they marry that same dude. Like, the weddings that I've been working at when I was in Napa, like, y'all don't understand. Y'all haven't heard the ceremony, okay, of like the bride. She's like, I started dating this guy when I was like 16. Then he met my dad, and then we've been together for like 12 years. And we just had our first baby, and we bought our first house, and now we're getting married. And they are literally sitting there at like a $350,000 wedding, and all the trimmings, all the champagne, but like everything. There is no story of like them dating other people. Okay, like those white guys made a choice. They were like, I choose her. Then they actually did choose her, and then like she married him, and they lived happily ever after. I actually don't see anything wrong with this narrative. Like, when everybody's talking about what they think conservative values are, it's actually just that. Like, it's actually so fucking simple. It's pretty much about that, and then like raising children. Like, that is actually what it is. See how there's no like Drake song here, or like weird Kanye West shit, or like porn scandal, or like there's just no weird shit. It was just like so fucking simple. Now, the girls who don't marry at like 20 or something, this is where the stay-at-home girlfriend like role comes in, and I feel like a lot of women of color in the developed world are trying to mimic this, and they don't understand that you can't, like, you have to have men in order to do this, and men of color are down bad. And I'm not just saying black men are too, but men of color are down bad. So they don't even have like the financial resources or like economic wherewithal to participate in that kind of society in any sort of way. So they can't really maintain anybody's stay-at-home girlfriend. Like the lifestyle that the stay-at-home girlfriends would like to have, they wouldn't even date a lot of these dudes of color because they couldn't get the lifestyle. They're trying to date like software engineers at Twitter and Google and stuff who are making a lot of money so that they don't have to work. That's what the stay-at-home girlfriend is. So it comes it kind of comes back down to assortative mating. But then that's the other thing where a lot of some people I feel like I'm only really hearing the pretty privileged conversation happen in, again, female communities of color, just because there's so few options. But in, if you're talking about in like white communities, like everybody's pretty. There definitely are like some ugly white people, but like you don't really see them. Like they don't, like, look at every piece of content. Like there's not really that many ugly white people that are like actually like out in the world. Actually, right? Like be real. Like look around and the people who like have jobs and stuff, and you talk to the ugly white people are like on Venice Beach, like cracked out. They're like in some rural town that you haven't heard of. They're out here. I'm not saying they don't exist. Like y'all see me making fun of Joe Rogan, but like if he did not have that podcast, would we really give a shit about him? Would we see him? No. No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. He would just be like, oh, dear God. I can't even.